So hey guys, welcome back to another episode with DY Nation. And on today's episode I've got with me I'm short of what to describe who he is, but a very talented, amazing superstar in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you ADEOLUWA music. How are you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. You good? Wow.
Look at you, man. This guy wants to
I
wine
told
me.
you guys, superstar in the making.
How far?
But how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Because it's snowing outside and it's cold, so how did you get it?
I drove down, but the weather is actually not that bad. You know, I think the snow is only bad after it snows. Like when it first snows, it's still cold.
Yeah.
Then once it has set for a while, then it gets crazy. But it's chill. It's chill.
So let's get started to our conversation for today.
All right.
Let me start with something very simple. If you could describe yourself to someone meeting you for the first time,
Okay.
how would you describe yourself?
I would say I'm energetic, vision driven, and spontaneous. Yeah.
Vision driven and spontaneous got me. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. And that's good.
Yeah.
There's a vision.
Yeah, always.
So where did you get that inspiration to make music from?
So when I was in high school, I took an introduction to music class. Before then, I used to write poetry, and in the class we had to come up with we had to write a song.
Yeah.
That was our assignment as a class. And I was having a hard time because I was a student. I always want to do the best work or whatever.
Yeah.
I was having a really hard time writing the song. Then my teacher was like, "You're trying too hard. That you know that music is just poetry that has melody."
Yeah.
I was like, like a light bulb went in my head. Because I really liked writing poetry and I liked music, but I never thought of them as being the same thing. And then after that, I wrote the song and I recorded the song on our GarageBand and our laptops. And I think just that entire process was so much fun. Like we entered the room, the file was empty, everything was clean, and when we left, a whole song had been made.
Yeah.
And I think just that process of being able to make so much out of nothing, using your own ideas, your own creativity, I really feel them. So then I also love performing live, which I was doing in choir already. So being able to mix all those creative elements together, I was like, this is my thing.
This is what.
Yeah.
So how long has it been since you started officially making music?
Officially, that's okay. I think I have two starts. So I would say my first start would have been my final year of high school.
Okay.
I made an EP as my project. So in my high school, you do a capstone project, they call it.
Yeah.
It's basically you have one semester
Yeah.
to do whatever you want. So you can write a book, host a show, whatever. So I chose to make an EP.
Ooh.
So that was 2013, and then but when I
20.
with the age myself, but I finished high school in 2013. But then when I went into university, my first degree, I took a break from music. I would just be serious with school and all of that. So but then in 2018, I kind of started again. So I'll say it's 2018.
So after your first degree, you kind of figured out that music was something you needed to do.
Yeah, seriously, So and I also experienced a bunch of life things happen. I think sometimes with art, it's when art is uninformed, it shows. When it's just there are ideas and structures, but there's no through line. So I think also being able to experience, because I did do some music during that time, just some music, but nothing that
nothing very serious.
Nothing consistent, I would say. So then after that, I was like, okay, I need a plan. I need to know what I'm doing. And then 2018, I kind of that's where I am now. For 2018.
That's good. 2018, you want to know what I was doing? I know you are. I won't say. So if you could describe your sound of your music to someone, what would you how would you describe it?
I would say it's pop music. I think that once you are Nigerian or African descent, everybody wants to throw into Afro. They want to throw Afro in front of you really bad. So there's always Afro this, Afro that, Afro that. But a lot of the music that we call Afro something, at the core, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's I understand. I think I understand the reason why. I think because Afrobeat's having such a monumental moment, and I think it has also come to stay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a buzzword. So everybody wants to kind of align themselves with that currency. And I do make Afrobeat music from time to time as well.
Yeah.
But I think the through line within all, because I listen to a lot of genres and I put from a lot of influences.
Yeah.
So sometimes I lean more hip hop, sometimes I lean more R&B, sometimes I lean more Afrobeat. But the through line of all the things I make is pop music. So I would say pop music.
Pop music is one thing I know about pop music. It keeps you swinging.
Yeah.
It keeps you moving your body. Like you just sit, and then there's a way it comes. It's more different from like Afrobeat, when it sounds, you want to dance.
Yeah.
Hip hop, when it sounds, you want to like start maybe singing along or trying along. But pop just makes you like maybe kind of moody.
Yeah. And there are also different types of pop music too, right? They're like, because you would say like, I don't know, you can say that Dua Lipa and Miley Cyrus, they are both pop musicians, but those are two very distinct sounds. You say that Taylor Swift is pop music, and also Ed Sheeran is pop music, and so is Miley and Dua, and those are all four people, but they all have different things they are leaning into. So it's also, I think that's why I like making pop music, is that you can lean as much, I can lean as moody as I want.
You can pick from
different things and put it. I can be energetic on this one, I can be moody on this one, I can be whatever on this one, and it gives you that range to do all of that. That's pretty good.
It is. Speaking about like music, I went through your, should I say, catalog, and I found out that you had 4 albums. I think it's 4.
Okay. Not precisely, but continue. I want to hear your.
So how many albums?
So I have okay. So I have one full album. Like I have one LP. It's called an LP, like a complete album.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of EPs.
Oh.
And then there's one of my EPs that is really long, because it's, I think it's like 8 or 9 songs. So
that's an album.
But the reason why I don't call that EP an album is because it has like 4 interludes on it. So there's a bunch of songs on it that I just like transition to explain like the next songs. So they're not full songs. So Spotify obviously took it and put it on that album.
Because I said not really. I was like,
so the other, there's a bunch of EPs. There's a live album, which is not a studio album, and then there's that one EP that is long because it has so many interludes on it. When we take away the interludes, it's like 4 or 5 songs, which is an EP. But Spotify, I tried. I was like, guys, these are just interludes, please.
Spotify was like,
bro. I said, man, this is 9 songs. I think that's like a full album. So
So speaking about those albums, the names were pretty like, because obviously when I listen to songs, I listen to like, I want to try get maybe more meaning from the song.
Yeah, for sure.
And on one of your album or on one of them, the title was King of Detours.
Oh yeah.
So, but why Detour?
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's the one that is. It's an EP, but is because it has so many interludes on it. So kind of back to the pop music conversation we're having. I found myself I was making a lot of songs that had different genre influences. So on that album, there's like a country sounding song, there's a pop song, there's an R&B sounding song, there's a hip hop song, there's like a 90s song, and they have like a gospel influence song, and it's on this, like they all have different whatever. And when I first started making the record, I kind of had like a very specific time I was going to. As I was making the record, I kept taking detours, like genre detours throughout everything, but it still sounded cohesive because I'm the one writing the songs, I'm producing, I'm obviously singing on it. So I really wanted to like own that, and I think that was when I decided that I would start calling myself a pop musician as well, because it was like
So that was why you named it
King of Detours, because I was taking detours into different genres. Yeah. Thank you.
So let's give it. The second EP or album was A Night at the Artisan.
Okay, yes.
That title feels like, if I don't know, A Night at the Artisan, I'm like, I couldn't really get it.
Yeah.
So why that title?
So that one is a live album. So I recorded. I had a show here in Regina, actually, at the Artisan in Regina. So on Artisan, it's called Artisan on the 13th. It's near downtown. I had a show there around Easter. I forget the year, And it was a really long show. Very like it was such a fun show.
Yeah.
But we recorded the audio from it, so I have and on my YouTube as well. You can see the full concert there.
Yeah.
So I just took the audio from it and made the live album. Yes.
So it was a night
at the Artisha.
At the Artisha.
Yes.
Do I think?
It's good to know clarify.
I didn't know it.
No, it's good to know clarify. It's good to know clarify. Yeah.
Okay, you had
No, it's literally the Artisha in China, and then I had a show there on the night. I was like, okay.
And for a lot of people that didn't know, so now you know.
Now you know. Yes, don't assume. We should find out. Do your findings.
So where about the After Bears and Whistle?
Okay, so that's the one I regard as my complete studio album. So that's my debut album.
Yeah.
I put that out in 2019.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was 2019. That came out.
2019, he already dropped an album, and I just gained admission to the university. That's
to be fair, that was the year I did admission into the U of Arts in my masters. So I dropped the album, I think, on the 9th of August or the 8th of August 2019, and I came to Regina on the 15th.
So you dropped the album even while you were back in Nigeria?
No, I dropped the album before coming to Regina, to Canada. Ooh. So like it was very tight because my immigration story is so random. But no, it was really random because I applied. I did all the, as you know, the stress to get here, and then I got the visa from Canada.
Yeah.
For some reason, I did my passport. I think it was in Ghana. It's such a silly story.
Okay, so
my passport was in Ghana, and then obviously the country that we're coming from, things are interesting in that place. I would just say that.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And so I gotten my whatever. I was supposed to resume to school in August, and I didn't know. So it was in, I think, June.
Yeah.
That they were June. So in June it was like, oh, your passport. Meanwhile, the passport had been ready since I think March or something.
Yeah.
So my friends were like, June.
June,
August. So then before then I'd been making my album like whatever. But once we got the passport, like this boy has to be in Canada August, September.
Yeah.
So I started to get fast tracks or whatever. So I started running up the album really quickly. So then August, I think it was August 9th, I dropped the album, and then August, I think it was actually, I landed in Canada on the 19th of August, I believe.
So you dropped the album.
Yeah, and it was just a crazy, like, they would come a bunch of music videos to be shot at that time, and then doing promotions, and I remember like,
there was a lot.
It was like that middle of July, like landed in Canada. I was just going on all cylinders. I wasn't sleeping. I was just like,
it was chaotic. That was going on.
Yeah, because there was just so many things to do. Because also, I'm packing to leave.
Yeah.
I was working. I'm wrapping up things at work. It was just a really chaotic couple of weeks.
It was quite having album promotion to do.
Yeah, right.
Having work stuff, and before that, obviously, you have to get ready for this.
Live in the country, If they had. Things had gone well, I would have known in March that I was leaving. I was in final thing. I mean, I got the clear and like, this visa said I've had this visa since March.
It was my passport.
We're like, what? But we thank God.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So, speaking about like your journey as an artist, like, how do you think you've evolved from your first single, or I wouldn't say your first album because obviously it's quite long, but I want to say your first single to your recent project? Like, how do you think you've evolved in that stage?
I think that I've definitely gotten better at trusting my instincts in terms of the choices I want to make. Artistically, I've also put a lot of work in like getting my body prepped. So my direction that I want to go into is to do more live shows and do more things where I'm engaging my community physically. And I realized that to get to the place I want to get to and to do things at the level at which I want to do them, I have to make some changes, like in terms of like just working out, taking vocal lessons, doing more research into the industry and how to improve my skills and my network and all of those things. So I think I've become more single. My evolution has seen me become more focused and more singular in what I want to achieve and how I want to achieve it.
So it's like you've got the vision straight. And you've got the process on how to achieve.
Exactly.
That's pretty dope. Exactly. So let's do like a fun segment.
Okay.
Just a quick catch up.
All right.
Some rapid quick questions.
Okay.
Just to know like what ADEOLUWA, like maybe what he likes or No, I won't put you on the spot.
I'm hoping. I'm praying. I'm hoping. Let me say
I think the first one, because we are in the period of dirty December. I just want to ask. I obviously know his answer, but December or Christmas in Canada or Christmas in Nigeria?
Oh, Christmas in Nigeria now.
I kind of knew that one, but
Christmas in Nigeria for sure. Christmas in Nigeria for sure.
So studio. I think I already know the answer to this, but I'll stay as studio or stage.
Stage.
Yeah, 100%. You already said you.
Yeah, 100%.
So late night sessions or early mornings?
Oh, I would say that's tricky. They have like different vibes. I would say early mornings. I'm an early riser.
Okay.
I really like how my voice sounds when I just wake up.
I think when you wake up in the morning, it sounds that like.
Yeah, I like how my voice sounds when I just wake up. And if it's a session where, depends on what I'm singing. How I say it depends. Like depends on what I'm singing. There's some sessions where late night is good, but there's some sessions
you have the vibe.
Yeah, but like there's some sessions like if it's going to be like a really focused and structured thing that you're singing back to back, where you need time and whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I would say I do like early sessions.
Okay, so headphones or speakers? Because both like
I know. Headphones. Yeah.
Not talking about that's your answer. Because me, I like when I'm like the whole place is.
I know I do, but like I'm thinking of headphones because of like right now I've been listening to. So I've been making a lot of music recently.
Yeah.
And they are getting to the point where I'm mixing and mastering.
Okay.
So I'm always like, they're always in my head. I'm always like at 0.009, I hear a guitar. Can you please reduce the EQ on the guitar?
So it's more of like listening.
Yeah. So like for this, just make sure this mix is right. So right now I'm doing a lot of earphone and headphone listening. Yeah.
So finish this statement. Music saved me when.
Music saved me when I was depressed. I think that when I moved to, there've been so many since I moved to this country. Jesus,
I think that's relatable to everybody.
Yeah, there've been so many moments since I moved to Canada that I've just been like, again, like when you come out of it, you're like, oh, it seems obvious that you come out of it, but like when you're going at it,
like it's not.
It feels like it's not going to. I was going to say that I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemies, but I actually would wish to my worst enemies that they will have immigration problems. Honestly, let me not even count with you.
The answer you gave that music saved you from, like, I think I was speaking to someone like one of these, like I don't know how long ago, and I told the person like, for me, I think music is more therapy than any other stuff.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes you're just in that feeling where you're like, but then you just start listening to songs, but it can go two ways. The song can even make it more worse,
right,
or take you out of it.
Yeah,
everything depends on the kind of song
at that particular moment. Yeah.
So that's why I said that when you said that music saved you from.
Yeah, for sure. And I think also like as someone who makes music, it's also like such a great outlet.
Yeah.
Again, like just being in this country, because I've been here, there's so many times when like you just get so angsty, and then everybody has the thing that they use to get over them. But I think as an artist, we have this great joy that when you like reach your peak or whatever, or your limits, and you can't take anymore, your output can be something creative. Like you can, all of that angstiness and sadness and toughness.
You never meant it can save someone.
Yeah.
It could be like you singing the song, you are the one singing the song,
but it's affecting somebody.
Someone is like, this song was supposed to be for me,
right,
alone.
Right.
So it's like it gives different messages.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So second statement is my biggest detour was.
Oh, my biggest detour. I wanted to be an English teacher. I could see it.
Trust me, I could see it. I could see that I wanted
to be an English teacher. I'm serious. Like I wanted to go to. I had this thing of like I'll go to Oxford.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. I still don't know where.
It's crazy.
I don't know where I got that from. But from when I was like in my pre-teens, if you ask my parents, they'll say like I don't know. I was reading a book or a movie. I saw it like somebody went to Oxford. I was like. That's it.
Or it probably might be the Oxford Masset.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I was like, I'm going to Oxford, I'm looking for an English teacher. So that was like my dream for a while. And then my parents just like, and they obviously like sure. And then it was like, I want to make music. I'm like, oh, Okay, sure. Again, I have friends that support.
It was like we are going that street.
Okay. Yeah, I want to be because I remember like I've had different phases, but like I said, there was someone wanted to be like a lawyer, but that died down really quickly.
Yeah.
Because I found out how much you had to read to be a lawyer. I said,
not for me.
Limao, actually, thank you so much. But then so again, I was like, I want to make music, and then they're like, yeah, sure. Like my boys always supported what I wanted to do. I think that like shift in.
From being
in dream, because it was a dream I was so invested in, and now I'm super invested in my music.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And the detour you took was great. So,
Yeah.
So, what's the one thing most people don't know about you?
What things people don't know about me? That's an interesting question. I don't know what don't people know about me. Maybe that I feel like people would know this though. Honestly, that maybe I can be very A-type. I mean, I mentioned that I was spontaneous before, which is like I'm very fun. I am very fun, but when it comes to, and I think a lot of people expect people that are creative to be like messy or just like vibes always.
Depending on the kind of depending on your kind of message or your kind of stuff you're doing.
Yeah, but I am creative and I am very spontaneous and whatever. But even more so than that, I am also very. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a timeline. I have documents on documents on documents. I have notes on everything. I have like 1,000 notebooks.
Like you keep
I write things down all the time. My calendar. If you look at my calendar now, you see like 1 billion yellow blocks and yellow dots on it. Like
January 1st.
Yeah, no. It's like my Google calendar is like everything. Even this interview with my calendar. Like I'm saying, like my calendar has everything. Like I show you every single thing is on my calendar. And so I keep everything super organized. It just keeps me sane. I don't like.
It makes you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't like chaotic. Like I want the chaos in the art to be like, yes, it's chaos in the art, but like not chaos in the execution.
Yeah.
So I'm able to like.
That's pretty good. So I don't know if you want to speed it, but I would like to know some of my people. Can you tell us the name of your next album?
Oh, my next album.
So who will be the first people? Like give us an hint, even if you're not saying everything.
The problem right now is that I'm actually between like 3 titles. Oh yeah, so I don't want to say because those other titles can end up being something. But what can I say? Okay, I think that
you don't have to give us what is the title exactly. Okay. Give us maybe a message that can be the title, like the net of the artisan. Oh, there's an
okay,
something like that.
I think the message I can get about my next album is that my next full-length album.
Yeah.
Because I'm planning an EP before the album comes out.
Yeah.
But the full-length album will be, I can say this actually, it's going to be an off-the-floor album, which means that the songs on the album, everything will be recorded live. So I'm going to, for the album, not the EP. I don't want to come and attack me now. I said that on YouTube you said this. I beg you.
We have evidence.
We have evidence, please. The full-length album that we're working on, I'm working on for like, so this entire year, I didn't any new music. So all the music I've been promoting this year was music I made earlier. Because we have spent the entire year writing, recording, re-recording. I've never made music like this where like I will go to the studio, record something, go back home, and they will be like, let's go back to the studio and record it. Like, people will be like, what kind of waste of money? What kind of waste of? Well, I'm really going for like I said, I've started taking
going for
excellence.
More.
So for the full length album, at this point, like we have kind of like workshop all the songs and everything, and then we have some of them are done, some of them aren't done. But for the full length album, not the EP, I want to make that very clear.
The album
is going to be like I have most of my musicians now, and so now we're just to the point of like crafting and get everything ready. So yeah, that's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm
exclusive.
I think this time for the live album, I'm not going to get a speaker. I'll get so maybe I can be a little bit free myself.
Yeah. So keep on.
So yeah, and I also say that you've got some nice stuff coming out. Like I saw a video of you where you announced that you're starting a podcast on your own.
Yes.
What inspired that? Like,
so the thing about it is like I'm a music nerd.
Yeah.
Like I know like since like I was 14 or 15, like when I learned that I could make music, I kind of got really invested in like people that were making music before me, what they were doing. Like I just had to soak all the information in, and because of the kind of music I like, I learned a lot about popular culture as a result. So like what everybody else is talking about in terms of movie arts and film. And so you can ask my friends, like, I always bite their ears off about things. I'll just be like, did you know that this was not number one on the Billboard in 1989, and this is how
history data.
Yeah, and so like my friends are always like, you all this year you should make a podcast, man. Like you're always talking about this and that. And like about you can ask me, what is your favorite song on Adekunle? I'm like, my favorite song is Believe. But did you know that last year you recorded in this studio? I'm like, oh God,
don't argue with this other people.
I just asked you what your favorite song is.
Yeah.
So because of that, I've always kind of had the idea, but I've just been like, everybody has a podcast now.
Yeah.
So I've like this past like 2 or 3 years, I've been like, I don't want to make another podcast. But then in this year, like for like a couple of months now, I've just taken my time and I'm working with my friend Leanne, and we've kind of like, because of my angst towards just making another podcast, we've been kind of strategically like planning that the episodes of what they're going to be about, how long it will be, the visual branding, how we'll roll it out. And so like we're now at the point where like everything's not perfect, but we can go. So January 1st, 2026. Losing the plot ADEOLUWA comes out. I'm really excited about that.
8 days.
Yes. Almost
9 days. 9 days.
I think
if it's gonna drop 12 o'clock midnight, 11:55, I'll probably be on my
I'm really
but that's nice. It's like trying to be like more diverse, doing which is as I said, being very creative, and I love that. I wish I could do more than this. But I don't think I have that.
I mean, it's also with stage, right? Like the more you do one thing and you get comfortable in doing another thing, like you become such a pro thing, you start like, okay, because like me making a podcast is just out of my love for making music and knowing about music. So it's just like with that one thing, eventually with time we'll give birth to we'll have other babies.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
So quick one before like we call it all it. What's something you would like? What's something you feel like you could say to someone? Like, what advice or motivation? I didn't want to put it in that way, but like, what's some knowledge you feel like you can share to someone, and it's probably maybe to an artist who's also be like holding songs from like 2013 up to now, but like they're like you know that like that procrastination stage. That like, am I good enough? Is it gonna work? Because I think that's what kills most talent, right? The procrastination, the self-doubt and stuff. Because I myself, I go through like that self-doubt and procrastination. But what's something you feel like you could say for you, like you so much invested in your craft and you take time to put in a lot of work to make it so beautiful? What's something you feel like you could tell people and could maybe change the way they maybe doubt themselves, or how to like inspire them to put in more effort in what they're actually doing?
Okay, I think at least something that actually changed my whole life. One of my favorite quotes is, "Jump and the ladder will appear." Because a lot of times we think about how am I going to get, like, if you're up, how am I going to get down? And you're just like you just overthink so much. And what's funny about people that overthink is that they overthink because they care. But there are people that don't care as much and are thinking less, and they just jump. And it's like, this guy 1 billion streams, he has made the video, and the guy just like, and he just keeps jumping because he's not as aware, he's not overthinking. And I think about how that ladder come, but if you surrender yourself to the air, you will fly. But you have to take that step where you're like, okay, I want this thing so bad, and I see myself, I'm already in this place, and I don't know the end game. You see the end game, but you just have to start. You're already that person, but you have to start putting yourself in that place mentally. You have to be like, I want to sell out 1,000 shows, but removing the want and say, I'm like, right now, I'm already selling out 1,000 shows, and as someone that sells out 1,000 shows, what am I doing? What am I not doing? What's my schedule? What am I? So sometimes like my friend that makes fun of me, I talk to like my imaginary assistant. I'm like, John, don't forget to book our SNL performance next week. And whatever, it's that thing of like
you visualizing
personifying those dreams, but again, not worrying about the how too much. Just like good, because like in my career as well, once I take one step,
you take it's done.
it just comes like
the first like baby that takes the first step.
Yeah.
Automatically she's
you don't take the next one, but before you take that one step, you like, how would that second step happen? But as you are taking that first step, you learn so much. Like, oh, my leg moves this way.
Yeah.
And this is a and then the other step happens, and then like before you know it, like, oh, you have done all these things. And the question about accomplishments as well is that when you be like, oh my god, one day I want to do a show, I want to do this, I want to do this. You do it and you do it so often and you forget that there was a time that it was such an out of the question thing for you to do. So I've always like said to myself, actually, I'm like, oh, just whenever because I went on tour, I've gone on tour, I've done festivals, I've done showcases, and all those things. Like before I did them, I'll be like, oh, how will I ever do this? I can talk, how will I do this? And we did it. We did one. It was crazy. It was expensive. It was hard. But we did it, and it was done. And now I want to do another one. I know what to do. I want not to
know
do
the process.
So I always like, especially people that still have songs on their hard drive, and like I know people that have like 1,000 songs on their hard drive or whatever, and it's like you can't make your best song without putting out the really bad ones. Like you have to, because people have to criticize and you also have to listen. You have to listen.
Because I think what I've learned from my own first maybe video I did so now is like I did the first one, learned a lot, tried change it in the second one, did not try changing the third one, still tweaking so before you know,
and then even like releasing things into the world is a culture you have to form. It's so scary. Like when I first started being active on social media, I'll be like, this is my plan for my social media group, blah 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 blah. I'll be like, oh my god, this is so cringe. This is so cringe. I'm not going to post it. Then back in Nigeria, what I would do is that so I will wait till like my doctor is about to run out. I know that okay. I don't have MB2 like next tomorrow. I posted it. I remember like this time of like crazy engagement, you have to respond at the moment. So I'll just post it. Then I'll now when I now get back, this is so crazy. But when I now get money, when my mom send me to get back, I now give her and 50 likes. Okay. No. And then always I get so like putting things out to work is so scary because it's so vulnerable. Because what do you mean you sat down in your room, you made a beat, you recorded it, and then I'm supposed to listen to it? Why are you like
we should you should share that?
Put it out there and then you get more confident. You go, you put out like the things that I have an interesting relationship with things that I find that I've done are cringe. Like I have a friend that every time he makes something better, he will wipe the internet of all the bad things he's done. And like, but I like if you go to my YouTube, if you scroll down in my YouTube, you see some crazy things. you see some insane things. But I like to look back at those things and be like, because I know that there's no getting to even like the way I dress or my ability to like do front of the camera. Like it's all those things like
from the first
you have to do those first things, you have to jump and the ladder keeps appearing and it keeps appearing, and then the more you surrender yourself to the wind, the more you fly, the higher you fly. So that's what I would say.
When you say like you just have to jump and the ladder appears, it took my mind back to like movies, right? So you see when you're watching a movie and these guys that have like dragons or like, you don't know the dragon is dead. I think I was watching a clip on TikTok about this movie Warcraft and the guy flew out the window from like God knows how many stories. Flew out, falling to the ground, and then the bird just. I'm like, how did you know the bird was going to be dead? And how did the bird know you were flying? But I think it's just one of those that if you don't fly, you never know. If you want to go, you take the stairs. You probably take the stairs and find that. So I think it's just more of that like confidence, that like self-belief, or like what's the worst that could happen?
And oftentimes the worst that will never happen.
So this was a pretty good section.
Thanks, man. This was so much fun.
Thank you very much for coming on to our. It's not our set. It's but no, thank you so very much.
I had a blast.
It was a very lovely conversation.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Hopefully, when it comes out, you guys engage.
Please, I beg you.
We've been
jumping. Be our rather in the comment section and engage. Appear.
We've been out of the question, but we're coming back gradually. So thank you, and another banger.
Won't you stay with me? Girl, please stay with me.